The snow is falling and the tiny house is moving forward. Small project. The one doorway that I have is going to be a barn door, obviously. So, got the package, got the bar, measured everything, and we gotta trace the inside of the door. You never know, maybe it's crooked, so when you make the door, you gotta make sure that it's done well. And we're gonna do it in a herringbone pattern, pointing towards the river so that when you come in, your eyes are gonna go to the view, which is what this particular style of tiny house is. It's a tiny house with a view, and it's made so that you're focusing on that view. So let's put this barn door up and see how striking that is. And that is today's project. So what we're doing here is we're creating a cardboard version of the door with a 1-inch overlap all the way around, and we're going to bring it to the tiny house and set it up against the door, and if we're happy with it, then we'll have our pattern or our size to then do our herringbone pattern on it. Alright, so my dad got ahead of the game, cut all these up. To keep it simple, just made 45-degree cuts everywhere. Got a mirror that we're going to install on the back side, but yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Good job. So at this stage, what we have decided, because when we're lining up all the planks, they're just kind of a little off here and there, but my dad made sure to leave an edge. So what we're going to do is stain the front, and then we'll be able to put it all together with the pieces on the back, and then we can cut the straight line all the way following the piece of cardboard that we made originally. So my dad is pretty proud about this step. So now that's kind of perfect. I'll be able to step up to the sink, and obviously it's a container, and then we can move it over to be able to access the big basement drawer. Look at that. Good job.
Thank you.
Okay, so working on the door, got the step done. This stain is works really nice. I know nothing about designing a house or what should be where, so I'm learning as I go, and my designer gave me that tip. First, you start with the flooring, and then once the flooring is chosen, everything kind of rises up from there. Obviously, your wall color and your flooring is kind of thought about at that point. But as soon as you have the flooring color, then the accents can all play off of that. So this was the closest stain, to the flooring as I could, and so far this has worked out wonderfully. Next step after this is to piece it together, cut the edge, and then add some stain on the edge. I also have a mirror that needs to be put on the back. And on the flip side, we're going to be painting it the wall color. So a few things to do, and we'll see what we're doing next to finish this door. All right, so for this next step, so these planks were cut exactly perfect so that we can add this piece first, and then the rest will all fan out from that. And then we'll have to cut the outside edge and possibly the top and the bottom, but at least that's the best way so that we can match our herringbone in the middle perfectly. It's the plan anyway. Alright, so now we have this board, and then we're adding the cross pieces that we can make sure are 90 degrees on both sides. And then when we place that final one against it, then that's going to give us the frame following the cardboard that we added on the bottom. And that middle piece, we really can't see underneath this, so it'll be a surprise when we flip it over. So we're just trying to see if this is matching, and then you can see here how it's not exactly matching, but these two should kiss, and it should be right on the line. So we're gonna play with this. Hope for the best. All right, so we've taken wood filler, filled up all the nail holes. We're gonna sand it, and then we're gonna flip it and see how everything lines up. And then, as you can see here, we'll trim the sides, top and bottom, so that it's nice and flush all the way around. Look at this, people. Oh yes, it's beautiful. All right, so everything is painted and ready to put the mirror on. So I'm gonna show you how we're doing that so that when the mirror goes in, it's underneath this. This is the full 1 inch that we have, which was the same as the shiplap. And this one is 1/2 inch. And then we have a 1/2 inch side that we put in that's beveled so that it can keep the mirror pinched against this. So let me show you in more details how we're doing this, in case you're wanting to do this in the future. So the mirror is in place. Look at this beauty. And it's these pieces, just an easy kind of rabbit edge that goes over. And so this will give you the same height as this, and then everything should slide, mirror's protected. Let's piece this together, shall we? Good point that my dad brought up. We put screws. Who knows, something might happen in the future. We have to replace this mirror. God forbid, but if it does, we don't glue it. We just take off the screws, put it under the mirror, and away we go. So the process we're doing is we cut the rail the exact length that we need. We placed it and kind of looked back to see if we agree, and we're going to match it up so that it follows the shelf for this particular installation. So what we're doing is we have plank underneath a board of 4 inches wide. So that helps decide where to put this. We can't just put it anywhere because we have that board that we have to use, or else it's going to go through that door on the other side, leave the gap. So we need to put it here. All right, so are you ready for the reveal? We're about to hang it up on the rails. Just wait. Check this out. Oh yeah. Well, all right, everybody. Thank you for watching us make and install this door. We, I think, have figured out how we're going to do the plumbing, so that's what's going to be next. So again, thank you for watching and joining us, and look how close, I mean, everything is coming together quite nicely. So from my dad and I, from Tiny Life Takeover, thanks again for watching. Take care of each other, and God bless.